Hello student, today we are going to learn electrostatic formula. Electrostatic formula. Okay, the first formula. So there are many formulas in electrostatic. Very important formulas we are going to see. The first formula, the force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges. The distance between these two charges are charge 1 is a q1, charge 2 is a q2. The force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges, we can take it as a Coulomb's force 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, which I am going to call is a constant q1 q2 divided by r square. Q1 is a charge 1, Q2 is a charge 2, R is a distance between the two charges, F is a force of attraction between the two charges. Okay. The next formula, so this I am taken as a K. K is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this value 9 into 10 power 9. Unit of this is Newton meter square coulombs minus 2. The next one, third one, what is the value of epsilon naught? Epsilon naught value is a constant value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. Unit of this, inverse of this unit, Newton inverse, meter inverse, coulombs plus 2. So the next one, say Q is equal to charge of electron. Fourth formula, Q is equal to charge of electron. It's not only one electron, it's n number of electron. E is a single electron, N is it's a number of electron, Q is a total charge of the electron. Okay, next, fifth one. Electric field. Electric field is equal to force per unit charge. Otherwise, the same relation, force is equal to charge into electric field. The unit of this, force will be Newton, charge will be coulombs. So, Newton per coulombs. Otherwise, Newton coulombs inverse. Whatever you want, you can write. The next one, sixth formula. See, next formula is, it is relative permittivity. Relative permeability, you can give epsilon r, otherwise K. Permeability in medium and permeability in air. Okay. The next formula, the force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges is happen in a medium, one particular medium. We have taken some medium. So here some medium is there. Okay. So force is going to be 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here before we used epsilon naught, it's for air before, because in between two charges air was there. Okay. Right now I am taken some medium. Okay. So it's going to be relative permeability in a medium. It is Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Already we have formula, relative permeability is equal to permeability in medium divided by permeability in air. The same formula we can modify and write it like this. See here, F is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi. It is permeability in medium, permeability in relative permeability into permittivity in medium, Q1 Q2 divided by R square. The same formula we can write this also. Okay, it is called permittivity. Okay, it is a seventh formula. Next one, what is electric field due to a axial line, electric field due to a equatorial line? Before going to that, eighth formula, electric dipole moment. Dipole moment, product of any one of the charge and distance between the two charges. Okay, it is plus and it is minus. The distance between these two, if you are taken 2, it is Q, it is Q. Product of any one of the charge and distance between the two charges, we can take it as electric dipole moment. Okay, P is a symbol of electric dipole moment. The next formula, electric field due to axial line, electric field due to the equatorial line. This is a dipole, here it is a plus, here it is a minus. This point we can take it axial line. What is the electric field due to the axial line? 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by r square. This is equality constant, P is a dipole moment, it is going to be r cube. R cube is a test point. Okay, from center to, from this point to this length we are taken as a r. Next one, formula 10. Electric field due to the electric dipole at an equatorial line. Okay, so the point I kept, it is plus, it is minus, I kept here. What is the electric field? This distance r from the center, so this length is going to be 2l. So 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught P times divided by R cube. It is electric field due to the equatorial line. This is a formula electric due to axial line. Okay. The next one, voltage. It is a question number, formula number 7. Electric potential. Electric potential is 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R. Okay. So the same thing. It is going to be electrostatic potential energy. It's 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R. Okay, see here, force is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Electric field is the 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R square. Okay, electrostatic potential is the 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R. Electrostatic potential 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R. This is going to be electrostatic potential. It's going to be electrostatic potential energy. This unit will be joules. This unit will be volt. Understand the difference between these two formula. U is a symbol of energy. V is a symbol of voltage. Next thing, 13th formula. Electric torque. Torque is equal to electric field into momentum, dipole momentum into sine theta. Otherwise, torque is a vector quantity, E vector cross P vector. It is going to be vector quantity. Whenever you are getting sine theta, you can write as it is a vector quantity. The next thing, dipole moment placed in a uniform electric field. This is what is a torque is produced when the dipole moment placed in uniform electric field. Next is what is a potential energy when we place dipole moment inside the electric field. Okay, so potential energy is the EP minus EP. It is cos theta. So sin theta means torque, cos theta means it's going to be energy. U is equal to E vector dot P vector. It is a vector. It is scalar quantity. It is scalar quantity because it's a dot product. Okay. The next question, formula number 15. Flux according to the Gauss law. According to the Gauss law, flux is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught. Q is a charge of electron. Epsilon naught value will be it is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. It is a electric flux. It is Gauss law statement. Formula number 16. Total electric flux is the electric field into area with cos theta. This also it's a scalar quantity. Electric field into area vector into cos theta. Okay, it's going to be electric plus. This formula we are going to equal when you are using as a Gaussian surface. Okay, next formula. Okay, it is application of Gauss law. Question number, it's formula number 15. I have straight wire. It is uniformly charged. What is the electric field around this uniform wire? Electric field is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught R. Question number 16. Formula number 16. I have sheet. What is the electric field is going to produce due to the sheet around from here and here? What is the electric field? Electric field is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Sigma is a charge density. Okay. There are lambda is equal to charge per unit length, and sigma is equal to charge per unit area, and rho is equal to charge per unit volume. It is for line, it is for area, and it is for volume. So it is thin wire, it is for line. Lambda is for charge density per unit length, and it is for area, charge density per unit area. Okay, when you are using sphere, you can use this value. Okay, next, electric field produced due to the two parallel plates. I have two parallel plates. What is the electric field at center? Electric field is equal to sigma divided by epsilon naught. Sigma is equal to charge density, charge per unit area. Okay, formula number 18. Capacitance. Capacitance is directly proportional to charge. Q is equal to equality constant. It's a capacitance of capacitor is voltage. C is a capacitance of capacitor. Q is equal to CV. C is equal to Q divided by V. Capacitance of capacitance. 19th formula. Capacitance in series. Capacitance in series. 1 by capacitance in series. 3 is capacitance in series. C1 plus C2 plus C3. Question number, formula number 19. Then 20. 3 capacitance in parallel. 3 capacitance in parallel. Capacitance in parallel is C1 plus C2 plus C3. Direct addition. Next, formula number 21. Voltage is equal to work done per unit charge. So, work done is equal to voltage into charge. Formula number 22. Energy stored in a capacitor. U is equal to of C V square. Energy stored in a capacitor. Okay, the same formula we can write in another way also. It is Q is equal to CV. Already we learned Q is equal to CV. So just I am going to substitute Q is equal to CV. So Q is equal to CV. C is equal to Q divided by V. So C is equal to Q divided by V into V square. V square get cancelled. Like this also you can give the another formula. Otherwise V is equal to Q square divided by C. You can relate with the capacitance of C. So V is equal to Q divided by C. Q square divided by C square. This get cancelled. Q square divided by 2C. This I am going to use the formula for series. This I am going to use the formula for parallel. Because series formula 1 by CS, parallel formula directly will get as a addition. Okay. The next thing, electric polarization. So electric polarization is equal to susceptibility of electric susceptibility into electric field. Okay, susceptibility is equal to polarization divided by electric field. It's formula number 23. Next, what is the capacitance of capacitor when used as a two parallel plate? Okay, so it is 24 formula. C is equal to epsilon naught times of D divided by A. A divided by D. A is the area of the plate. D is the distance between the two plates. Okay. Okay. 25th formula. When we have spherical capacitor, what is the value of capacitance of capacitor? 4 pi epsilon naught R is the radius of the conductor which you are using. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my channel, please subscribe.